Okay, I have some work from home jobs that are entry level, bordering on beginner friendly. I have a nice little variety for you. We like options. So enough Philly farting, let's get into them. So the first one I have is with the company WellSun's Health Plan. They're a nonprofit health insurance company. They have an opening for a member and provider service representative. This job is full-time remote. You can do it almost anywhere within the United States. As we scroll down towards the bottom of the job description, it looks like they're hiring in 38 states within the U.S. Included in this list is Connecticut, New Jersey, and New York. Unfortunately, I do not see California on this list. But if you live in one of these 38 states, let's get into the details of this work from home job. So this is your typical customer service related kind of position where you'll serve as a first line of support for stakeholders by providing accurate and thorough information to current and prospective members. Basically, you'll be giving them information regarding the company's health plans. And they tell us this role is an excellent starting point for long-term growth and advancement in the company. So that's really cool. It sounds like there might be plenty of opportunities for advancement in this position. They'd like you to have prior work experience in a customer-facing position, and like I always say, if you ever dealt with the public in any capacity, that qualifies as customer service, customer support, customer-facing. And they prefer you can demonstrate career progression, so you have not stagnated in any positions you've had in the past. And they'd like you to have at least 3 consecutive years in a previous role. They don't want you to take this position and then after a few months leave. Now, they will check references, and you need to pass a background check. You need a high school diploma or equivalent. A bachelor's degree is preferred. It's just preferred. It's not required. And again, they'd like you to have prior professional work experience, ideally with customer service. And then, of course, you need all your typical soft skills. You have a working knowledge of Microsoft Office. You're comfortable working from home, you have access to high-speed internet, and it's highly desirable you're bilingual in English as well as one of these other languages, and that's just desired, it's not required. And they tell us on this job description they'll pay you $19.50 per hour. So here's a job I know a lot of you are looking for. ShareCare has an opening for a senior HR coordinator. This job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions, and this is a brand new job. It was just posted yesterday. So it's a senior position, but you know what? They're really not requiring a whole lot of related experience. I consider this to be more of an entry-level position. And what you do is provide foundational support to ShareCare's HR and colleague experience functions. You'll play a key role in shaping the day-to-day experience of colleagues. So about 50% of your job will be dedicated to supporting one of ShareCare's largest business units, a primarily non-exempt population with unique operational needs. The remaining 50% of your time you'll focus on administrative and HR operational responsibilities, including coordination of internal FMLA processes, meeting support, documentation, and intranet updates. So yep, that about sums up what you're going to do on a regular basis in this job. You need to be customer focused, you're a good communicator, you're organized, you can manage your time well, you have attention to detail, you can build strong relationships with HR business partners, leaders, and colleagues. You're also a problem solver, you're adaptable, and you can demonstrate proactive follow-through. They prefer you have a bachelor's degree in human resources, business communications, or a related field, or equivalent combination of education and experience. They prefer you have 1 to 2 years HR, people operations, or administrative support experience, and you're proficient using Microsoft Office products. So you see, that's why I'm thinking this is an entry-level HR position, and as far as the salary, they're not sharing that anywhere on this job description, but based on my experience looking at similar roles, I have a feeling this job could pay anywhere from $23 to $26 per hour, but I can't guarantee that. You'll have to work out your salary with them. So next up we have the company MSS. They're a family-owned business that's been around since the 1970s, and they focus on relocation services. So what we have to do here is go to their careers page and scroll all the way down to where they have the jobs listed. We'll see them fly into the screen here in just a second. So yesterday I talked about an operations and dispatch coordinator. Today I'm going to share the logistics coordinator position. So this job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions, and you'll work Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time Zone hours. And again, you don't have to live in the Eastern Time Zone. Just translate your local hours to those hours. So what you're going to do in this job is support the company's account executive team and their external contractors who provide various logistics services. You'll confirm all services requested are properly carried out with respect to time parameters, technical procedures, customer service, and pricing. You'll prioritize orders and select approved service providers to fulfill each order, communicate specific order requirements with provider and scheduling service, and analyze cost of services and assign appropriate pricing as required. And they have a few more details as far as what you might do on a regular basis. If interested, read through the details. They'd like you to have at least 1 year experience in work scheduling, dispatching, or high-volume customer service, and they tell us that's just desired. That's not even required. Logistics coordination is highly valued, and you have basic math skills. They desire you have an associate's or a bachelor's degree, just desired, not required. You're comfortable using computers and you're familiar with Microsoft Office products. Advanced Microsoft Excel skills are preferred. And it's a plus you're bilingual in English and Spanish, and then you need all your typical soft skills. And as far as the salary, I'm scrolling around to see if they tell us how much they pay, and I don't see it anywhere on this job description, but I have a feeling this job could pay anywhere from $20 to $23 per hour, but you'll have to work out your salary with them. So last up, we have an administrative support position with the company ECPI University. So this job is for an administrative support remote financial aid. It's full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions. So this job is a mix between customer service and administrative support. You'll support the financial assistance department with phone calls, email inquiries, and a variety of tasks as assigned. You'll assist students with their FAFSA, entrance counseling, and master promissory note, and process student invoices. You also perform a variety of administrative tasks to support the efficient daily operations of the financial assistance department and pitch in to support departmental initiatives. And for this job, they'd like you to have a high school diploma. They prefer you have a bachelor's degree, and that's just preferred. It's not required. They want you to have 1 to 3 years customer service experience in an office setting. You have good phone etiquette, and you're comfortable using Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook. Now, they're not telling us how much they'll pay for this position. I'm scrolling around. I don't see it anywhere on this job description. Let's take a quick peek at the application. And unfortunately for this job, you do have to create an account and sign in to fill out the application. Boy, that really bothers me. But anyway, I think for this kind of job, based on my experience looking at similar roles, I have a feeling this one will pay anywhere from $18 to $20, maybe up to $22 per hour. But I'm not guaranteeing that. You'll have to work out your salary with them. So that's all I have for you in this video. Hopefully one of these jobs works out for you. Now, I do want to mention this. I am no longer going to include copy-pastable links to these jobs in the description area. One person has screwed it up for everybody else. But I do want to make it as easy as possible for you all to apply to these jobs. So hopefully you're not only listening to this video, you're also watching it. And I wanted to give you this little reminder. I post work from home job leads almost every day of the week, often 2 times a day. So your job is out there. We're on our way to finding it. And if you can't find them on this channel, feel free to check out my other channel, Cat Scans Remote Jobs. There I tend to post more upper entry-level remote jobs. So again, I hope one of these works out for you. And if you're looking for more work from home opportunities, you can find some in this video right here. Thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.